Greetings!
I'm Ediz.
And I'm Ben.
And we are losing our minds at Disney right now because they dropped so much information today that we're just trying to get all this info out to you guys.
We need to discuss. This video is going to be about Disney and Pixar because they're the things I'm most excited about. Every single thing that they dropped at the Disney Investors Day, we're going to discuss it right now.
Let's go.
Okay, first of all, excuse me while I read my notes because there was a lot going on and I was like, I've written down so much. Jennifer Lee came out, who's the head of Disney Animation at this point. She's the director of Frozen and Frozen 2.
Oh yeah, we saw her in that.
In the Frozen 2 documentary. So she had some announcements. First one, we found out a little bit more about Raya and the Last Dragon, which they're doing the same thing as a lot of film studios are doing at the moment, which I think is a great thing. They've said they're going to announce it in the cinemas and on Disney Plus Premiere Access. Right. So you can either pay for it to watch it at home or in the cinemas, which I'm happy about because I like the cinema.
I'm scared, man. Like, the future of film is looking scary.
But that's why this is a good thing, that they're giving people the option to do either.
Yeah, but there's some other stuff I talk about later on in Marvel. It's like, people start going to cinema, then there'll be less cinemas, then it will just die.
Merry Christmas!
It's worrying.
Next, they announced a few Disney Plus TV series.
Okay.
That got me excited.
Okay.
The first one is called Baymax. And so we've had a Big Hero 6 series before, and it was like it was like 2D animation.
Oh, I've not
but
seen it.
Everything they showed was like, it looked legit. It looked like the same quality animation. Usually TV is like lower quality. This looked the same. I'm excited.
That sounds sick. How many episodes?
They didn't say, but it's going to be like a whole series of storyline going through and everything.
Damn.
The next thing they announced was something called Zootopia Plus. So it's a whole bunch of shorts based around the Zootopia universe and the animals we didn't really get to see. And I was kind of like, okay. And then they described the concept, and it's like each one is like a different episode of a TV show. For example, the Real Mousewives of Little Rodentia. The Dancing Tigers from it have one called So You Think You Can Prance. So it's all like Mickey takes of actual shows. So that sounds like it could be entertaining. The next two knocked me sideways. I did not expect them. A new Disney Plus TV series called Tiana.
What? I'm not going on film.
No, so it's not like Princess and the Frog 2. It's like an animated series.
Like they're done with Tangled, basically.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's like the ones in the past, like Tangled, Big Hero 6, the animation style is very different from the film. Right. I'm hoping that they match the animation style. Right. Like, so I'm hoping Baymax matches Big Hero 6.
Because it's cheaper?
Oh, in the other ones?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Right. It's like an art choice, but also, yeah, because they just want to whip them out. They haven't got the same budget. But I'm hoping that the Tiana TV series looks like the same 2D, traditionally drawn animation that's in Princess and the Frog. They described it as a long-form musical comedy. So I'm hoping for new songs. I'm excited about that one. The only thing I'm not excited about is that it's coming in 2023.
Oh.
So that's a long time to wait.
Okay.
So yeah, we got 3 years for that one.
You say that, but you think like when some of this Marvel stuff first got announced, like 2021, oh my gosh, it's so far away.
I remember when they announced like the Avengers movie, and I was like, 2012, that's ages away. And then the other one they announced was Moana.
TV series?
TV series.
What's going on?
Like, they're spoiling us, man.
Is that spoiling, or do we need these?
I want them. I don't know about need, but I want. So I'm excited.
Is there no new films? No new animated films?
Oh no, we'll get to that.
Bloody hell.
The next thing is like a collaboration between Disney and this African animation studio called Kugali. Sorry if I said that wrong. But basically, they put out on the internet some animation and basically put the headline of like, Disney could never, or like, we want to kick Disney's butts with our animation. Right. Basically, Disney have seen that and gone, cool.
Bring them in.
So they worked together to create, so they described it as a science fiction animated series set in Nigeria.
What?
It sounds sick.
It's so random.
Mate. So it's called Uwaju, and it's all about like the future of like technology and stuff. And it celebrates like African artists, African actors, African characters. It looks, I mean, to be fair, all I've seen is one picture, but it looks good. And then the last thing They announced for the first time what their 60th animated feature is going to be.
Oh.
Their 60th animated classic. And I think you're going to like this one. It's called Encanto.
I saw this. I saw it.
And it's a
Set in
musical
Colombia.
set in Colombia.
Sick.
It looks good. And so it's got the same directors of Zootopia.
Hey, it's already had more publicity than Coco.
That's a fact. And the music is by Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Of course.
When I saw it as Lin-Manuel, I did roll my eyes.
Okay.
Because I'm like...
We've got a lot of Lin.
I love it.
I love me some Lin.
Exactly. It's like, I love Hamilton, I love In the Heights. And then he's done Moana, he's done Mary Poppins Returns. And so I was like, oh, of course it's Lin. And then I checked myself and I was like, no, but he's sick. He's sick. Yeah. And then I thought about Alan Menken doing like most of the Disney Renaissance and thinking, yeah, just because it's the same guy, it's cool. So yeah, really excited about that one.
What's it about?
Oh, I couldn't care less. It's about, I don't know, some kind of musical Columbia. It looks sick.
It's a musical Columbia.
The next couple of films they announced were kind of interesting to me. So obviously we've talked about how they bought out all these different like companies, all their different like properties.
Yeah.
And so on the Disney Plus, they've got a whole bunch of animated films that are not owned by Disney. And you kind of think, well, they're just going to be dead sat there.
Like what?
Like Ice Age. Oh.
Carry on.
God bless you. So a couple of extra things they've announced are a new Ice Age movie that they're going to make.
Okay.
It's called Ice Age Adventures of Buck Wild.
Do we need that?
Not gonna lie, I've only seen the first one, so I don't know. A new Diary of the Wimpy Kid animated, and another animated film they're doing is Night at the Museum, but an animated version.
Uh-huh.
And the last section that we're going to talk about in this video, Pixar.
Oh, damn.
So we've got a lot here. There's some stuff we already knew. They started by talking about Soul, which comes out on Christmas Day, which I'm super excited about.
Really excited.
But we already knew about that. So what is new? They announced a new TV series. They announced a new bunch of shorts called Pixar Popcorn, which I'm guessing are going to be just a couple of minutes long each one. But each episode is kind of like set in a different Pixar film universe. So there's one on Up, one on Cars, one on yada yada yada. So it's all the characters we know and love. So yeah, that'll be cute. Then they announced 3 series. They announced one called Doug Days, based on Carl Fredricksen and Doug, the dog from Up. Like what happened when they got back, that kind of thing.
That's cute.
The next one they announced was Cars. Cool. And then the final TV series they announced was called Win or Lose. And this is interesting because it's not based on an existing IP. I know we get hyped when things are based on that,
IP.
but
What does that even stand for?
intellectual property, guys. Welcome to the education. So yeah, it's not based on an existing film. It's based on something brand new. Well, so it's not based on anything. So it's a brand new idea. And what was interesting is they said that the directors, so it's 2 of them, they came up with the idea after they've been in so many meetings and then come out the meetings and had completely different ideas of what happened in the meeting.
Right.
So one would come out and be like, it's a disaster, like, we're going to have to cancel everything. The other one was like, what? No, that was so successful. They loved everything. And we've had things like that as well. We've had a full conversation.
You're in different...
And we've realised we're literally talking about completely different things.
That's so interesting.
So basically, it's... each episode, it's the same storyline, but following a different character's point of view.
Oh, okay.
So it's like one series of events, but you see a different character's point of view, so I'm guessing it all kind of adds up. I guess a little bit like Dear White People, but the Pixar version. So yeah, that looks really cool and different. Then we've got some movies. So they spoke about...
Guys, I'm tired. Just like, what is going on?
They spoke about 3 other movies. The first one was called Luca, which we'd already heard about. You may not have.
What is it?
Luca. So it's coming out in June next year, and it's set on the Italian Riviera, like about these 2 young boys. I don't know much more about it, but there was an episode on Inside Pixar about it. It looks cool, looks different. Then the other 2 that they announced are both coming in 2022, one in the spring, one in the summer. The first one is called Turning Red, and it's about a 13-year-old girl called May, who every time she gets too excited, she turns into a giant red panda. If that's not a sick idea for a film.
And then what, she eats people?
What do you think pandas do, bro?
Oh, they eat bamboo, don't they?
Yeah, they don't eat people. And then the last thing that got announced was Lightyear.
Yeah, I heard about this one.
Which, when he said it's a brand new film, it's going to be like a science fiction adventure film, I got all excited because that's a bit of me. And then they said Lightyear, and I thought, what? And then it showed a picture of Buzz Lightyear looking kind of like not looking like Buzz Lightyear. And then he explained like how they got to that point and how when they first made Toy Story, the character Buzz Lightyear is obviously an action figure and it's meant to be based on a space movie. So they suddenly thought, why not make that space movie that it's based on?
That's cool.
And I thought...
Controversial though, because apparently it's not Tim Allen, is it?
No. Do you know who it is?
Chris Evans.
Chris Evans. Which... When they said that, I was kind of like...
It kind of makes sense.
But also you'd expect the voice of the toy to be the same as
the other toy.
Because all the toys have the same voice.
Like Tim Allen, though.
Sick.
Yeah, why don't you get Tim Allen?
But at the same time, Chris Evans.
Yeah, I love me some Chris Evans.
Sick. So yeah, that is every single Disney animation, Pixar announcement that they had, and... I'm hyped, guys. I'm excited about it all. Let us know in the comments, what are you most excited about all those announcements?
Yeah, and I don't know.
What are you most excited about?
I don't know what to say.
You look shell-shocked.
Yeah, that's a lot.
If you could pick one of those things, what are you most excited about?
What was I excited about? Baymax series sounds sick.
Yeah, that would be
some
good.
Baymax.
I'm probably most excited about either Encanto or Lightyear, you know?
Yeah, Lightyear did sound sick.
Because it's basically just a space adventure.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that it's Buzz Lightyear is kind of irrelevant, to be honest. I think they'll just make it epic, which, yeah, I'm excited.
I mean, that Nigerian sci-fi spaceship alien thing sounded cool.
I didn't mention aliens, but yes. But yeah, drop us a comment. What are you most excited for?
Thanks for making it all the way to the end of the video, guys. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and make sure to check out our other content if you haven't already. If you've been here before and you watch our stuff, thank you for being committed to the channel.
And if you're a Marvel fan and want to know about the Marvel info, then our man Edis has got all that info coming up in the next video. So, click, click, click.
Click, 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 clack.
See you soon.
Bye.
His name is Zephyroth.
Who is? What are you talking about?
The new Smash Bros. character.
Sorry. Concentrate.